Welcome, and thank you for testing or choosing virtual motivational interviewing. To use VMI, log in with a virtual social work training account. If you do not already have an account, press sign up. Here you will be asked for your email, name, jurisdiction, and to create a password. And once you've registered, a VSWT admin will authorize your account. Once you're authorized, use your credentials to sign in. Here, you'll be greeted with the chapter menu. In this early stage of development, VMI only has one chapter and one example of a cumulative assessment, but in the future there will be many more. To open a chapter, press on the chapter icon. Let's select open-ended questions. This opens a chapter view. Inside each chapter, there will be a number of lessons. Again, because it's early development, we have one example of a lesson. So let's try it by tapping on it. This lesson is an example of what we call a snippet. Snippets are discrete character interactions with low context, where we must use the applicable skill to achieve the best results. In this case, we need to be using open-ended questions. And this character says that it's been really overwhelming to try to juggle everything they have to do for DCFS. To respond to the character, we can choose an answer below, and you can do so by tapping on the different speech bubbles. Once you've selected your answer, you can confirm it using the button below. However, some answers are more correct than others. Our goal as a user is to use the correct skill at the correct time to achieve the best results with our client. It's less appropriate to say something like, "It's rude to keep me waiting." So I'm going to choose to ask them, what keeps you motivated to keep moving forward despite the struggle? Here we can see that the character has reacted to what we've said, and elements on the screen have turned green, indicating that we have chosen the correct answer. Below our answer, we can also see feedback from MI trainers, so we can understand why our answer is correct. As we continue, we see a new character with a new low-context scenario. This character says, "That would be really helpful for our family." It sounds like we need some more clarity here, but perhaps we aren't on the same page. If we operate without any context and just okay their ideas, perhaps we haven't made much ground with our client. This is indicated, although they reacted positively, by the red details on the screen, and we've received MI feedback that says this answer was incorrect. Lessons will continue on for a number of questions, and at the end, you will receive rewards. Once we've completed a lesson and confirmed our final answer, we can continue back to the lesson menu. We receive a reward. In this case, we've gotten a gold ribbon. And we can say back to lessons. And this is where we are rewarded with currency. These are MI coins, or my coins. And in other aspects of the application, you'll be able to use these coins to purchase rewards and cosmetics for your tower. The curriculum in this application will be scaffolded, which is to say that certain lessons must be completed before moving on to other tasks or new lessons. Once you've completed enough content, you may unlock a cumulative assessment. This contains one character with more context and more interaction. We call this a continued dialogue. Assessments are structured differently than lessons. In assessments, you do not receive immediate feedback upon giving an answer to the client. Instead, you may reach an endpoint, and the idea is to reach a success point with your client. As we continue through this dialogue, different choices will make our client react in different ways. We must use the skills we've learned prior to this assessment to navigate the conversation in a productive manner that establishes goals and personal responsibility with our client. If you've not done so well, you may get an endpoint like this that says that you failed. Continue back to your lesson menu and practice any lessons that you may feel weak on before attempting the assessment again. In time, your skills should improve and you should be able to pass the test with flying colors. Thank you for playing VMI. Due to the early nature of this build, there will be many updates in the future and we look forward to providing new content.